Yeah, my name's Jared. I'm part of the Western New York Food Stories Project, which is a few members of the Buffalo Food Equity Network, myself, Rebecca Williams, Gail Wells, Allison Dehoney, and Stephanie Morningstar. We all started this project as a way to think about, in addition to thinking about change in the food system, how do we lift up voices of community members in Buffalo and in Western New York to kind of share not only things that they think need to be changed in the food system, which is very important, but also powerful stories they have about food and the importance it's played in their life. And that's brought up all kinds of interesting things in our project so far, like cultural traditions and ancestral practices and family relationships, and how food is so central to a lot of our relationships and a lot of our interactions with ourselves too, like our own health, our own well-being. And so the Story Project is really about trying to get to people on the ground at the grassroots level to give them an opportunity to share both those hopes and dreams about the food system, but also those experiences they have and what's been so powerful in their lives about food. So, and storytelling is really cool because as opposed to the written word, which a lot of times that's how knowledge operates, like a book or an article, storytelling is an oral tradition. It actually goes back, we're here at Juneteenth, and there's a whole African history of storytelling that goes back to the griots, who actually, that was how knowledge was disseminated through a lot of West Africa, was through storytelling and storytelling practices. And a lot of people have carried that forward today to talk about, for example, hip hop and a lot of the traditions that exist today in the Black community in the US that kind of emanate from that. And what I think is powerful about storytelling in that way is how accessible it is. Like, you can almost sit down with anybody and ask them to tell you a story, and they'll be able to do that. They'll be able to share something powerful. That doesn't require that they had like a lot of education, or it doesn't require that they had some like very specific training. So storytelling also allows us, from a grassroots standpoint, to allow anybody to share their perspectives and powerful stories to think about where we want to go and where we've come from.